Executive Order on Prohibiting Certain Imports and New Investments with respect to continued Russian Federation efforts to undermine the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Ukraine. March 8, 2022. Presidential Actions. By the authority vested in me as President by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, including the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, 50 U.S.C. 1701 et seq. IEEPA, the National Emergencies Act, 50 U.S.C. 1601 et seq. And Section 301 of Title III, United States Code. I, Joseph R. Biden, Jr., President of the United States of America, hereby expand the scope of the national emergency declared in Executive Order 14024 of April 15, 2021, and relied on for additional steps taken in Executive Order 14039 of August 20, 2021, finding that the Russian Federation's unjustified, unprovoked, unyielding, and unconscionable war against Ukraine, including its recent further invasion in violation of international law, including the United Nations Charter, further threatens the peace, stability, sovereignty, and territorial integrity of Ukraine, and thereby constitutes an unusual and extraordinary threat to the national security and foreign policy of the United States. Accordingly, I hereby order, Section 1. A. The following are prohibited. 1. The importation into the United States of the following products of Russian Federation origin: crude oil, petroleum, petroleum fuels, oils, and products of their distillation, liquefied natural gas, coal, and coal products. 2. New investment in the energy sector in the Russian Federation by a United States person, wherever located. And 3. Any approval, financing, facilitation, or guarantee by a United States person, wherever located, of a transaction by a foreign person where the transaction by that foreign person would be prohibited by this section if performed by a United States person or within the United States. B. The prohibitions in subsection A of this section apply except to the extent provided by statutes, or in regulations, orders, directives, or licenses that may be issued pursuant to this order, and notwithstanding any contract entered into or license or permit granted prior to the date of this order. Section 2. A. Any transaction that evades or avoids, has the purpose of evading or avoiding, causes a violation of, or attempts to violate any of the prohibitions set forth in this order is prohibited. B. Any conspiracy formed to violate any of the prohibitions set forth in this order is prohibited. Section 3. Nothing in this order shall prohibit transactions for the conduct of the official business of the federal government or the United Nations, including its specialized agencies, programs, funds, and related organizations, by employees, grantees, or contractors thereof. Section 4. For the purposes of this order, A. The term entity means a partnership, association, trust, joint venture, corporation, group, subgroup, or other organization. B. The term person means an individual or entity, and C. The term United States person means any United States citizen, lawful permanent resident, entity organized under the laws of the United States or any jurisdiction within the United States, including foreign branches, or any person in the United States. Section 5. The Secretary of the Treasury, in consultation with the Secretary of State, is hereby authorized to take such actions, including the promulgation of rules and regulations, and to employ all powers granted to the President by IEEPA, as may be necessary to carry out the purposes of this order. The Secretary of the Treasury may, consistent with applicable law, redelegate any of these functions within the Department of the Treasury. All executive departments and agencies of the United States shall take all appropriate measures within their authority to implement this order. Section 6. A. Nothing in this order shall be construed to impair or otherwise affect 1. The authority granted by law to an executive department or agency, or the head thereof, or 2. The functions of the Director of the Office of Management and Budget relating to budgetary, administrative, or legislative proposals. B. This order shall be implemented consistent with applicable law and subject to the availability of appropriations. C. This order is not intended to, and does not, create any right or benefit, substantive or procedural, enforceable at law or in equity by any party against the United States, its departments, agencies, or entities, its officers, employees, or agents, or any other person. Joseph R. Biden, Jr., The White House, March 8, 2022.